Hello, hello, everybody. Welcome to Wednesday night's messages of love from above. And super excited to be back after my 2 day break. Missed you guys. Excited to see what Spirit has for us. Before we get into the readings, I do want to send a love out to the world. So, if you'd like to join me in doing that, I, of course, welcome it. Whether you're watching live or you're also doing it on replay, we can all join together outside of space and time and send and magnify this love to the world. So I'm going to take a big deep breath and come back to right here, right now. And just let that love flow down into our heart and fill us up and flow out to the world. That it may move across to all of the lands, the water, throughout the air, touching each and every individual who's ready for their heart to vibrate at a higher and higher and higher love vibration. And if you yourself are in need of love this evening for your own mind, your body, your heart, a loved one, a relationship, a situation, whatever it may be, we send love to you right now as well. Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you so much for joining me in doing that and allowing me the space for that as well. And before we get into the actual readings, every Monday, I do have a drawing for at least one person recorded reading. Every Tuesday, I'll put out a notification, a video explaining what I'm giving away, how you get into the drawing, and any other giveaway news. Here's the one from this last Tuesday, because in the month of May, I'm giving away a total of 33 readings. I gave away 10 the first week, for this last Monday, and I'll be giving away at least four each week for various different ways. So you can check out that video if you're interested in getting into the drawing. Also, each week I put out at least one pick a card reading. This morning's that came out was what are they thinking about you right now? Ooh. So if you want to know that, be sure to check that out. And then, if you have not checked out your May reading by each individual zodiac sign, uh, that is the playlist for that. And in the beginning of the video, it does have a little chart telling you like what each planet kind of represents. So if you know your zodiac sign for, like your Mercury, then you know how you can find out information around communication and like if you know your Mars sign, you know how you'll do with authority, how you'll interact with divine masculine energies or masculine energies during the month of May. So you can get a big picture of your entire life because each of the planets is like a different window looking out different ways in our life, and it gives us this total picture of what our surroundings are. So I like it. It's cool. All right. I think that is everything that I had for that. So let me get my desktop set up here and we will get into the readings. If you are new to my channel or to these readings, welcome, first of all. But how they work for the free readings, I do go down in order first come, first serve. And if you don't want to put your business out there, I'm sorry, I probably didn't mention the chat is the list. There's no special list. So all you do is pop your question out there. And then if you are wanting, to not share your business, totally understand that. Spirit knows, so you can just ask for guidance or a general reading, and Spirit will know which what you're wanting. If anyone makes a donation, I do honor that energy exchange. I step outside of the free readings. I dive deeper into those as well. And then when I'm done, I step back into the free readings and move down the list. I try to get through as many free readings as I can. I'm usually on for about an hour and a half to 2 hours. And to make a donation, doesn't matter what dollar amount. I know everyone's finances vary from day to day, person to person, country to country. I've been thrown in planet to planet for all you visiting aliens out there. Um, as long as it's accepted by the bank, that's all I care. But the the to make a donation, you can use the super chat down below, or I have PayPal, Square, Cash App, and Venmo linked in the pinned comment at the top and in the description box of the video down below. So that is how it works. That is the skinny. So that is what we have. And I believe I am all set here. I am going to be using the Ancestral Path Tarot this fine day. So if you're interested, this is what it looks like if you look at it wherever you buy your tarot cards. And they're not quite as big as the Syrian tarot, but they're pretty big still. They're more squarish. So I wanted to use these today. So we'll get started here at the very, very top. So the free readings at the beginning is Dijona Sturgis. So hey, Dijona, anyone to know whatever comes out? So let's take a look here and see what does Spirit have for you right now. Hope everyone had a great Monday and Tuesday. All right. What a combo. You got two major arcana coming in here. You've got the Magician and you've got the Devil card. I like this combo because this is really about you stepping into your power. You're really realizing what of your own thoughts and beliefs and mindsets from the past have really been being challenged here. These would be like all those, opinions, popular opinions that you have had all your life around really every subject in your life. Whenever this comes in, this is like Saturn energy that just shakes and rattles your cage so that you can see how you're being, repressed and trapped and, um, you know, all these thoughts and beliefs that make you feel powerless, right? But the magician card is quite the opposite. It's you connecting here with this infinity symbol to your higher self, showing that you have everything within yourself to make your dreams come true. You have the staff raised to the heavens where you're bringing down and being a conduit for that love, and you're bringing it down into the earth. So these are the things. It's like this is your power. You don't have to become powerful. You already are. You just have to realize what beliefs and mindsets, what barriers you have created between you and remembering how powerful you are. What restrictions have you put on yourself that's keeping you from allowing your power to flow? It is you. So I like this because this is showing that you are stepping up more and more and more and releasing um, these small t truths that no longer serve. They helped you at one point to feel safe. That's where all these fear beliefs come from, is we have pain or punishment and we create these rules so we don't feel that way again. And they are good for when we're children, but as we get older, we don't need those protections. It's like having a baby gate on stairs. Once you're not a baby anymore, you don't need those gates. They actually become obstructions, and because you have to keep opening and close them as you go down the stairs, right? Open, close, open, close, open, close, and you just remove them, and then it's more of a flow of life. So I like that, and that's what they have for you, Dijona. So many, many blessings to you. All right, and Starfall, you are up next. And you said, yeah, oh my gosh, you almost choked to death. Wow. So was there a meaning behind why you had that happen, or was it just bad luck? Let's take a look here. Well, everything happens on purpose for a purpose. So, you know, we'll take a look here and see what spirit has to say. Yeah. It's interesting because you got the Three of Swords, which is the expectations equal disappointment kind of heartbreak card, and the Fool card, which is all about like new beginnings without expectations, free of these. And I almost feel, well, I don't almost feel what I feel with the combination of these two is that, your higher self wanted to have like this little mini wake up call because when you have something like that happen, it makes you really evaluate things differently. It's like when 9/11 happened here in the United States, with destruction and people died. It brought a lot of people together. People didn't have these barriers between them, political party or sexual orientation or color or whatever. It was all together and it wore off after a while, probably fast. But sometimes we'll have these things that are just like, what's more important in life? And it just is this reminder that we're like, oh, wow. So I feel like your higher self, wanted you to have this little mini wake up call. It was a fated event so that you could be like, wow, what am I taking for granted? What am I grateful for? And what's more important? Why am I sweating the small stuff? It makes us appreciate life, more deeply. And I feel like this is what was coming in here for this part of your life. So that is what is coming through for you, Starfalls. So many blessings for you and much appreciated. All right, Anya Huya, you'll be my next free reading, but I do have a donation coming through here on Cash App. And let's take a look here. All right. So I just want to make sure when it comes through like Cash App and PayPal, I don't want to necessarily mention people's names in case you don't want to have it mentioned here. So this is for the person asking if you and Liam will reconcile and your marriage and move to Mexico. So this is for you. Let's take a look here and see. And thank you for your donation, by the way. So thank you so much. And let's take a look and see. Okay. I don't see that there's a reconciliation coming in here. Oh, KK, I just saw it here in June. I don't. The Seven of Swords. Swords are your thoughts, beliefs, mindsets, attitudes, expectations, and it's our beliefs. The seven is these beliefs that deceive us, these beliefs that keep us from things. And so there's these thoughts and beliefs that are still interfering here, that's not allowing this, uh, you know, reconciliation. You have the Ace of Cups, which is new love that comes in for you. And I don't feel like this is saying, I almost, this feels like, this is keeping this from happening. This would be like new love and love being restarted, in a way. But I feel like this is still standing in the way. There are some beliefs and mindsets that still are in the way there. Because when I was looking at and moving to Mexico, it's like, no, we've got the Princess of Wands, which is the Page of Wands, Page of Staves is what they call it here, which is a new passion in life, a new drive. And the Queen of Cups, this, she rules over water and emotion, but all the queens are given a second portion of water, which is this deep diving into your own emotions and what are you truly wanting and where you're wanting to head off to here. So I feel more that there's not a reconciliation here and that you actually end up, finding a new love, a new passion that comes in here. So I just don't see it unfolding for the two of you. There's just some. I normally don't look at this as someone else's, like the Seven of Swords, like they're deceiving you. I usually look at this as your own thoughts and beliefs, but I just feel with this energy, there's still some deception there, and on their part, and I just feel like they just don't have it. Their thoughts together. They just don't have this clarity on what they truly want out of life. And if they're not happy on the inside, they're just going to be looking for other people to try to make them happy, which never works, because if they're not happy on the inside, nothing on the outside will make them happy. And I don't feel like they've done that work yet, like you have. You're really looking into your heart, especially that Queen of Cups. You've been digging and transforming things, and you're not just wallowing around in pain and suffering. You've really looked at, why do I feel this way, what do I want? And I just feel like there's clarity coming through all of this too. um I feel like you've learned what you needed to learn from them, for your life, and their vibrations low, your vibration is increasing, and where you need to go, they can't follow you because they're not doing that work yet. And so you have to be able to go where you need to go. So that's what's coming in for you, KK. So I know that's not probably the news you wanted, but there's also freedom, and there's more passion and new love. Someone who's more in alignment with what you are looking for, what your heart is truly looking for. So that is what's coming through. So many blessings to you. Hang in there. Hey, Twin Venus, thank you so much for your donation. And Taurus keeps popping up in your thoughts late at night. Is it his energy? You keep feeling that he wants to see me, or is it your own? Oh, good question. Let's take a look here, Twin Venus. So, what is this? What do you want Twin Venus to know about this late night Taurus energy? Yep, those. Okay. Okay. All right, and that one. Anything else? Okay. Just looking at the little story that's unfolding here. Yeah, I feel like it's your energy that's coming in here. Because you've got the 3 of Cups and you have the 10 of Staves. This is your energy. And it's like the 3 of Cups feels like a third party kind of, energies that are happening here. And the 10 of Wands is like the amount of energy invested in, uh it's like there's energy that you've invested in subconscious. It spills out into your mind here and there by these other cards, but I feel like there's a lot of subconscious energy that's invested in thoughts about them being with a third person, and it just bubbles up late at night, especially as your mind starts to settle down and it starts opening up to your subconscious. Because I see here with the Princess of Swords, again, that's the Page of Swords, new thoughts, new beliefs, new mindsets around love, and Ace of Cups here. So there is this, again, it feels like the mind is all focused on finding new love, but it feels like the subconscious energy there is invested in the subliminal, the lower there, because we've got two sevens coming in here. And if you think of like a six of a number of a suit is three on each side, there's this wonderful flow. It's peaceful. It's a nice flowing river. But then a seven is this big chunk right there in the middle, that there's this obstacle. And so you do have the obstacle here coming in with the seven of staves, the seven of wands. So there's this energetic block here that has to do with these thoughts and beliefs here that come in, and there's like this ching 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 ching, thing kind of coming in. And I feel like this is your subconscious that's bringing it up, that wants you to, just think through it and process through it. um with those, there's some, again, it brings back to the newer thoughts, the because the princess, the page of swords, she uses her ace of swords to connect to the capital T truths of the higher realm that helps cut away the thoughts and beliefs that no longer serve, which would be the old thoughts and beliefs that no longer serve. And the 10 of staves is also endings and new beginnings, which is clearing out this. So it's the mental energy that's connected to your overall body energy that you're looking at transforming. And that's what's coming up here. So it's more an internal purging, an internal thing that's impacting. It's like when your mind starts calming down. I feel like that's why it's happening late at night, is because your brain is going, falling asleep, and your subconscious goes, all right, now, psh, let's go. That's where your child self is, your higher self, your spiritual posse, and everyone coming into. But I like it for you because you do have the Wheel of Fortune. So it is a movement, again, another 10. So it is this cleansing, this ending and new beginning that is coming in, and they're helping just clear out the thoughts around this Taurus, so that you can move forward with more freedom, have a more of a flow, both mental flow and energetic flow as well. So that's what I feel is coming in, Twin Venus, for you. So many blessings to you. Again, thank you so much for your donation. Greatly appreciate that. All right. And so, James, I see you have a donation, so you will be up next. I did have a PayPal come through right before yours there. So you'll be up next. So thank you so much, Renee. Love 1234. And I do see all your questions here. So thank you so much for your donation. I really appreciate that. So let's take a look here and see what's going on. And of course, you do have your free reading still coming up for you. So if you do want that, okay. Yeah, absolutely. Pop them out. Pop them out. Yeah, I know they're probably limited there. Um, so I will take care of the ones on that, and then I will go through the ones that you list here. That'll work. So let's take a look here. So number one, excuse me, are Jay's feelings and energy towards you? All right. Okay. And then how do you and your connection? Oh, and he returns from Europe. Woo hoo hoo. Okay. Let's get clarity here. Okay. And then your bosses. Of course, we can't leave your boss out. You're so funny. Okay. And then okay, yeah, absolutely. Right, yeah, I see that now. So before you do your free ones, you want all that, clarified, and then boom, sounds like a plan. And then okay, so we'll start here, let's see. Okay, so your number 1 about, Jay's feelings towards you here. Very powerful. You've got the sun, bright, bright victory, fire energy, magician, fire energy. So very passionate, definitely here. And there is like this wonderful brightness, of course, victorious, wonderful, very manifesting, very divine masculine energy here. So there is, I mean, when you're talking about feelings and energy, I mean, it just feels like they're overjoyed. They're very bright. There's this wonderful energy. They want to manifest things. They want things to happen. They know that they have everything within their hands to help this, be successful. But it feels very bright and victorious. One of the most victorious cards in the entire deck, and that's how they feel. Just very, very bright there. And then once he returns from Europe, your connection here. I'm going to do them in the way that they came out here. You definitely have this rebirth. It's a spark to a new level because it's like the phoenix rising from the ashes. It's a new passion that comes in. It's this is Scorpio. It's rebirth energy. So you both go through this rebirth. The five of swords is the conflict of mind and thought and belief, and I feel like this is part of the rebirth where it happens in this any conflict that each of you individually have in your own mind is being I feel like it's being blasted away because you have this temperance card, which is it's taking time, of course, to unfold. And they've got this wonderful you know tempering, this magic that goes back and forth between these two cups, that it turns from a base metal into gold. And so I like this, that I feel like that it's a good this trip that they had to take is good because it required things to slow down a little bit, which is great, because you're able to talk things out and figure things out in your minds before you move forward. And then, of course, why would you not get the Two of Cups? This beautiful, um, important relationship in your life. So it just continues to unfold there. And that's just, what are you gonna do? Bada 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 boo. All right. And then your boss's O's energy towards you here. You do have he's got peace of mind. Well, I'm sorry, Four of Cups is emotional stability, and the King of Swords, a lot in their mind. So I feel like here they just, um, it's a balanced emotion, and I feel like they go from one extreme to the other with these, though. I feel like, we ask in the moment, how do they feel, right? The King of Swords, they roll over swords, I mean, over thoughts and beliefs and mindsets, but all the kings are given a second portion. So I feel like they go from overthinking to over emotional, but then they get emotionally stable and then they're okay. I just feel like they go back and forth in their mind, but I just feel this isn't like just towards you. I think it's just it's how they treat everybody. It's their state of how they, you know, um, live, how they perform, how they do business, how they interact with people, right? They have emotional stability and they have a lot of mind, but then I feel like all of a sudden it's like whoosh, upside down, and then and like, okay, we're all safe. And then all of a sudden, everyone run. you know. So and it's so when we ask how do they feel about me, well, like they feel about everyone else and everything, moment to moment, depends on the moment. So I wouldn't put too much stock in. I usually don't put too much stock in what other people think of us anyway, because they're seeing through their own glasses of conditions, right? They're just seeing things. If people think I'm amazing, it's because they recognize the amazingness inside them. They think I'm a jerk. There you go. I'm like, "Has nothing to do with me. You're looking in a mirror, monkey," you know? So that's why you're seeing a monkey. Yeah. Yeah, you know? And I understand, we wanna know. It has to do with how we were taught to define ourselves by, like, our teachers, how they treated us, how, and then it became our employers who replaced the teachers. I feel like we're a lot alike in that we maybe didn't get a lot of attention from parents necessarily as we did from, like, teachers were our surrogate parents. And then after they were gone, we're like, well, okay, though my boss becomes my surrogate parent in a way, right? And so we care about what they think and we try to perform really well. And what are we doing? I don't want to be on their bad side. But then we realize, you know what? I'm my own parent. I'm replacing them all. Yeah. All right. And let's see here. You had see it there. So okay, here's number 4. So you wanted to know, do you leaving your job in the next 2 to 3 months? I feel like you do here because the devil card here, and the 2 of Swords. This is all about questioning your thoughts and beliefs and mindsets around job. 2 of Swords is close your eyes and open your heart. And I feel like you're letting go more of, like, trying to live by what you are thinking things should be, and following more your heart, allowing your heart to have a seat at the table to decide what it is that you want to do with your life. Um, you know, Taught a whole bunch of supposed tos and shoulds and need tos and have tos and musts about work and how we define ourselves by it, blah, blah, blah. And it's like your heart is going, I want to say so. I want to wake up in the morning excited about what I do, not the mind going, shh, 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 heart, shh, 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 you just be quiet. We're doing the mind stuff today. It's like your heart wants to be joyful with your mind and enjoying things. So I really feel like you definitely will be leaving this job. And then you want to know, was the housekeeper you spoke with yesterday to be trusted? All right, let's take a look here. Yeah. We've got the 4 of Wands, which is abundance, joy, 10 of Pentacles, overflowing, abundant, very positive cards here. So, very beneficial here. I kind of feel like whenever I get a 4, when a question of, like, home type of stuff too, that's a solid foundation. So it feels very solid, both even numbers, which are great, omens. There's nothing of obstacles to be like, ooh, you're going to learn some lessons about this. It feels very free flowing. I like it. So it'd be a thumbs up for that. And then number 6, you'll keep hearing that you'll be in the public eye soon. What is this in reference to? Uh-oh, they're going to find those old videos from elementary school. Uh-oh. I'm just kidding. Let's take a look here. All right. Well, so we have the star, literally the star being seen in the night sky. So definitely being seen there. Whoops. Didn't mean to hit my microphone there. And then you also have the King of Stabs, the King of Wands, which is about entrepreneurship, really fiery. Again, where you guide your energy is what grows and expands. Very positive energy. You're able to really direct and super direct your energy to go in a place, and you just walk into places. It's like the queen of wands too. They're seen and they stand out because of their fire, both the king and the queen, so obviously both of those there. The card that you have here is the 8 of swords, and the 8 of swords are your thoughts, your beliefs, your mindsets, your attitudes, your expectations, and all that. And the 8 is a good number. It's a flowing of thought and belief. It's like, what of your own thoughts and beliefs and mindsets have been keeping you being bound and keeping you here instead of going out here, being blinded and bound and trapped? And you're moving beyond that. You're allowing your mental limitations to fall away, which definitely opens up opportunities in the outside world. So, whatever this King of Wands is, I just feel it's like you're initiating things. You're not allowing things to hold you back. You are putting yourself in the public eye by what you're doing and your energy you're putting out, that you step out. And I feel like it'll be whatever job you're going to, or if you're starting your own business in the next 2 to 3 months, whatever this job is that you're getting into next is what puts you in the public eye. So um, I like it. It's very positive. So yeah, it's not like um, an embarrassing video escapes and goes viral or anything like that. You're safe. It's positive stuff. So that's what's coming in for you. I like it too. So I'm excited. And I think that was all your questions, right? Yep. So that is it. And I look forward to receiving your free questions for your free reading. Congratulations again. Absolutely. Much love to you. I appreciate your donations, your sense of humor, and your consistency in being here. I really appreciate that. So I'm one of your biggest fans too. I'm excited to see what unfolds. All right. Yeah, remember, I'm living vicariously through you, so I'm excited. All right. So next, then I have James Helen. You'll be up next, and then I do have a Venmo a donation that came through, so I'll go to that one next after that. So James, thank you for your donation, and you said you made plans to see Patty. Jay, how will this go? All right, let's take a look here and see. Okay. They do want these two here. Anything else? Oh, this is the unseen. Okay. So let's take a look here. We got three, two, one. Well, these are all individuals here. So you got the Six of Cups, mutual here. You got, if you think of the Six of Cups of three cups on either side, I like this. It's usually the nostalgia and the past memory card too. Not sure how long you guys have known each other, but it feels like reminiscing. But I feel like it's mutual on each side, three cups on each side. Yeah, and you got the 10 of sacred circles, the 10 of pentacles. Very full feeling, very home feeling. Again, a nice balancing energy of five in each side. And the three of sacred circles. I like this too. The three of pentacles does speak to trying to stay true to your authentic self. Don't put on any masks or airs. Don't try to, which is normal for humans. So it's just like a spirit saying, don't try to be who you think they think you should be. Just be you. Be the true, authentic you, because that's you. And you don't have to try to impress. You are impressive. Just be you, and that's enough. You don't have to try to be anything else, because that's what we do. We fall into that, right? Like, I want them to like me, so I think this is who they want me to be. And it's like, no, they want you to be you. That's what they're attracted to. And if they're not attracted to who we are, we don't want to have to put on airs the rest of our lives, and then they leave anyway, because eventually we break character, right? So they're saying break character right away, be true to your authentic self. Very wonderful energies that are coming in here. So I feel like the plans that you have are going to change slightly. We've got the 3 of Wands, which is with new information. We just want to take a different direction in what these plans are. I feel like, with the High Priestess, this is all about stepping back, trusting your gut, trusting your intuition, trust where things lead. And so I feel like there's some spontaneity that can come into the plans, and it works out great. So follow your gut. It can be like, somewhere that you're wanting to go, you get there and there's a longer wait, or there it's closed, or something happens, um or they need to close early, and you're like, well, hey, do you want to get some coffee over here though? And you do something spur of the moment that takes things in a different direction, which is great. um, when I asked for I go, anything else, and they had me pull the card from the bottom, which is the unseen. And sure enough, the moon is the hidden and the unseen and the mystery. And I really like this, especially with the High Priestess. It's like, really, really trust the connection that you have with spirit. Really trust your intuition and your gut. Don't second guess it and go, ah, no, I'm not going to recommend that, I'm not going to say that, even though I think it'd be cool if we go do this. No, I'll just stay the way it is. It's like, no, follow that gut, follow that instinct, and do that, because I feel like it really would um end up, you know um being for even a more wonderful evening than you had anticipated here. Yeah. And just allow here, say, 7 of Pentacles is about allowing things to unfold in time. No need to rush things. It is important to know that anything that kind of bubbles up from your subconscious too, with the High Priestess and the Moon card, that does represent subconscious kind of stuff that might bubble up. And just remember that that's yours. It has nothing to do with them. Even with that 6 of Cups, any old things that bubble up are yours, and try not to put that on them at all. If that makes sense. I just feel like there's a wonderful um, excitement for this. It feels very, with that 10 of Pentacles, very abundant, very successful, a great time. And I feel like it's like, uh, also a little bit, I don't want to say scary, but there's some nervousness is better. I don't want to say anxiety. It's like there's nervousness, and it's good. It's a good nervousness, because if, we're too relaxed, maybe it's because we don't care. Like they're, if they go, they not, I don't care. But I like this energy. It feels very, um, just feels very freeing. But just know that anything that bubbles up with that, if any anxiety does come up, that's not about them. That's about triggers and fears within you. It doesn't have anything to do with them. So I like that. And that is what they have for you, James. So many blessings to you. All right. So got those, got those. All right. Very good. All right. Very good. And then thank you very much. Better left unspoken. And hopefully you got your free reading. Um, I did send that off to you, so hopefully you were able to view that. And so you wanted to know here, what move should you make for your highest good? Absolutely. And thank you for your donation. I greatly appreciate that. Let's take a look here. All right. Let's take a quick sip here. Take over the world. Well, you have the world card, which is all about ending of old ways of doing things and beginning of new things. There is, what move should you make? Make a leap for that. A new path that is opening up here for you. It's the world card is the last card in the major arcana, which then opens up to start at zero again with the full card. So I like this. Don't be afraid of endings, and I like that. So uh let's see where this leads you to. Yeah, Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment card. Definitely emotional overflowing. So don't be afraid to make a leap to live your dreams. You have the Two of Cups. If it is about love, this is definitely part of it all. But it also, this can be emotional choice, not being afraid to leap forward because you know that no matter what unfolds, you get to choose what it means for you. You get to choose, um, you know, um, you get to choose what what emotion, what mindset you want to choose, what your wand, you're with the wand's energy of where you want to invest your energy in that too. And so this is this, when we leap for our dreams, what keeps us back is when we're taught that, well, if it doesn't turn out this way, this is what it's supposed to mean, this is how I'm supposed to feel, and blah blah blah. But if we are able to leap for our dreams, realizing that each moment I get to choose what it means, I get to choose how I feel as I go through it, then we don't look for the outcome, right? We look for the journey in living our dream. Every moment that we're living our dream, we're living our dream. And it's like, well, why do I want to get to the end? Because then my dream ends. It's like, I want to be living in the dream. And this is like the Two of Cups is, we don't date someone to get married. And then what happens after we're married? It's like the goal is to get married. Okay, we're married now. Now what? I guess we get divorced and we go start on another adventure, It's like, no, we want to enjoy each moment, and we don't need to rush to get to something, even though we're taught that, right? We can enjoy each step of the way. And I feel like this is what they're coming in with this adventure here. Yeah, because you do have with the Ace of Sacred Circles, the Ace of Pentacles, new opportunities that are coming up. And you also got the Ten of Pentacles, which is abundance and overflowingness here. So, for your highest good, it's really about living your dream and not being afraid, because this new opportunity of living and stepping towards your dream is absolutely in play here. And there's nothing to be afraid of. I feel like I'm to pull a native spirit oracle card for you. Yeah. Because I was like, if you don't know what your dream is yet, you get to go on a vision quest. Look at this beautiful card. And the vision quest says, Sacred Seeker, take time away from people and situations. Step back, withdraw. Inner truth is emerging in stillness, but first you need to retreat. Know that you are guided. Look for your answers in different ways, and the answers are around you. Watch for signs in the coming day. Trust that your life is being directed. In Earth based cultures, larger questions about life are often answered on vision quests or solo retreats in nature. Questions such as, who am I? What am I meant to do with my life? And what is my mission and my life? And my purpose in life? Those were often answered on quests of various kinds. Even if you don't have burning questions, when this card chooses you, it's telling you to take time away from your ordinary life. Take time to explore the depths of your soul. Your soul knows the truth. Take time and quietude to discover what it is. The answers to your questions are all around you, but you must be still to hear these messages. And these cards do come with a journey, which, if it resonates, you can do. It says, spend time alone, preferably in nature, without your cell phone and the internet, and even without pencil and paper or book. Simply be. Listen to the world around you. Be still. Watch for signs. Open your heart to receive messages from the divine. I like it. Perfect card for the question. Got to get some peyote. Exactly. I do in-person readings, like locally here in Colorado Springs, where I live. Um, I also do them on Skype and Zoom, and or over the phone or an Instagram. You know, if you um, check out my website, if you look in the description box of the video down below, it has a link to takes you to my reading page too. I am in Colorado Springs. Where are you? Oh wow! So that's like is that's like west of Denver, I think. Hopefully, you guys didn't get hit by the hail that they got today. But yeah, so check it out. Right, right. Hey, Colorado. Okay. All right. So that is what they have for you. Better left unspoken. Okay, south of Denver. Oh, okay, I see here. And Denver there too. Wow. Uh yeah. I know we had a tornado watch, but it passed us over because, of course, we've got Pikes Peak, so all the weather just kind of goes out east of us. Oh, good, 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 good. Glad to hear that for sure. All right. So that's what we have for you, Better Left Unspoken. So again, thank you so much for your donation. I better get back to these other readings here. I can be all talking to everyone forever. All right. So let's see here. We finished that. We finished that. Eliza, thank you so much for your donation. And I do have Kay. I do have your Cash App that came through. So you'll be up here in just a moment. So, Eliza, what's the plans and next actions of R towards A after knowing that A has someone else other than him? Ooh, dun dun dun. Let's take a look here. The drama continues. As the sands through the hourglass, so are the days of their lives. Well, yeah, it's interesting with all these cards here. Let me show you these. So we've got, the Ace of Swords, the Queen of Wands. We also have the Devil card and the Three of Cups. I almost feel with this energy that they also had someone else. And I just feel like there's just so much. It's just crazy the amount of um thoughts and beliefs and mindsets, and how much of a uh, conflict of thoughts and beliefs. And it's weird. In one way they are so much alike, in the other way they are so different from each other, because I feel like the Three of Cups, I feel like this has been, Three of Cups energy when we're with all this other stuff, of course, represents a third party, which represents, going outside of a commitment. uh doesn't always mean that, but in these it does, with all this other stuff. And they're trying to figure out things. They're trying to look at their own thoughts and beliefs and mindsets. What are they wanting in their life? What are they wanting to unfold? All these types of things. The Ace of Swords, allows them to see things from a higher perspective, but also cut away thoughts and beliefs and mindsets that no longer serve him, which is what all this devil Saturn energy is. Their foundation gets shaken. And, you know, there's someone that I know of that, they cheated on their wife in their first marriage. Well, their second marriage, their wife cheated on them. And then their third marriage, their wife cheated on him with a woman. And so uh, they learned a lot about, they're like, wow, now I know how it felt, what I did to, their first wife. And it's like, wow, you know, quite the shock, quite the shaking up of things. And that's what I feel is coming in, is their plans and next actions. I feel like they're just realizing what they have done in their life, and they're feeling like, wow, now I know how it feels. And I feel like they're just going into this super reflective mode right here. I feel like they had someone in the past, someone else. Um, and I don't know if A might have found out about it, but I imagine she knew, because I feel this is her Queen of Wands, very fiery, very confident, that fiery person, very in tune, intuition. I feel like she, obviously it looks like a almost a high priestess. Whoop, whoop. I feel like um, she knew all about it. Um, and it just feel, I don't even know if they know what their plans and next actions are. I just feel like they are in this very reflective time here about what they want to believe. Um, I just feel like they're in disarray. My mind is going like all over the place. There's fear, there's panic, there's anger, there's hurt, there's guilt. Um, so there's just a lot of all of this mind, all this heart, and they're just, uh, it's just very weird. Um, in that, not weird, it makes sense that um now that they know they have someone else, they're like, well, what about me? When I felt like they were kind of headed towards anyway. But it's like, until it's like, you can't dump me. I'm, it's impacting all these different areas. That's why I feel like they're going just 10 different 10 different ways all at once, emotionally and mentally, and they just don't even know what their next actions are. Um, so that's what spirit is coming through here. Yeah, he just, but I feel like there is, I definitely feel like that they had done it before, either with, while they were together, even. So, yeah, who knows? Who knows? I just, of course, I feel like if you have anything to do with them, either one of them, it's like they're like, stay clear, stay clear. It's just a firestorm as usual. It's like you don't want to get burnt, and it's like, what? Why? Unless you're an actress and you want to be in the drama, why get up on stage with the drama, right? But that's what's coming through. So thank you again so much for your donation, Eliza. I really appreciate that. And then Kay, you had sent a donation, and then Olivia, I see your donation here in a moment. Um, or Olivia, were you just saying? Wow. I love spirit. Oh, perfect, perfect, perfect. Thank you so much for your donation. Did you have a question, Olivia, or were you is that a bonus for it being exactly as it unfolded? They that I love it, I love it. Thank you so much for the validation too. I love hearing how the messages of spirit, when they come to fruition. Even though I've been doing this for 20 over 25 years, um, I just love hearing the that it's like, especially future stuff when it comes to pass, and you're just like, wow. I just reinforces the realness of spirit. Like that I need it, but I just love it anyway. All right. So many, many blessings. Oh, well, thank you so much for your donation. I really appreciate it, Olivia. All right, Kate, you absolutely can have a love reading. So let's take a look here, and thank you for your donation. I really appreciate that, Kay. Glad you had a great time, Olivia. All right, let's see what we have here. And I feel like you get an angels and ancestor oracle too. Okay, they want to start off with that. Okay. What a great card to get for a love reading. Stargazer. Set your sights higher. I am so glad, Olivia. That's great. Yeah, I really like this. Go beyond your limitations and believe that the impossible is possible. Do you ever remember wishing on a star when you were a child and in your innocence believing that your wish could come true? The stargazer connects with the energy of the cosmos and reminds you that you have the ability to draw in support from the universe. His cloak, with its sparkles and light, shows that you are closer to the energy of the universe than you think. You don't have to go out looking for it, it's already there. So look beyond where you are and create even bigger dreams, visions, and goals, because with the power and help of the cosmos, those wishes can come true. You're on the verge of a miracle. All of your dreams and aspirations are within your grasp, and you're being guided to focus on your vision. The angels who are with you are encouraging you, and there is nothing that you cannot have or achieve. There's an opportunity at this time to heal an old wound or pattern of lack and not feeling good enough. In the past, you've often found it impossible to recognize your worth and to believe that you are deserving of blessings. Angel and ancestor wisdom is reminding you that you are an incredible and infinite spark of the universe. And the universe is not only within you, it absolutely adores you. You are talented, filled with strength, and have the abilities you need to turn your wildest dreams into reality. It's about time. You're so funny. I like it. Set your sights higher. Let's see what your cards came in as well. Yeah. So you've got the high priestess here. So here you are, stepping back into your high priestess temple, connecting to the upper realms, diving deep. And so I feel this is you represented in here. And here is your air sign that's coming here, your King of Swords, who not only, of course, rules over air, but's the master of air because they get a second portion of air. So they're the master of thought and belief and mindset and communication, intelligent. But very much, I feel like an air sign is coming your way. Um, so this is coming in here for you. So mine didn't. So it might have been your internet. If you try rewinding and see if it still went through here. Yeah, it could be a Gemini for sure. Aquarius, Gemini, Libra energy, right? So we'll see what these other ones are. But I feel like Like, you might be, like, very watery, and they're very mental. Um, but I like it. I feel like there's a good balance there. Yeah, 'cause well, I'll take a look here and see if it's someone you already know. Because the Three of Swords is the fear of being disappointed, but they're telling you, no, you're on the way to Ten of Cups here. So, when it was talking about in that other card about, there's some letting go of the fears, the disappointment, letting things, letting the things go that no longer serve because, you do have this beautiful, beautiful overflowing of emotion that's coming here. It's the the whole shebang, that comes in here. So I feel like they're saying the old ways of thinking, the old ways of the fears of losing conditional love, you're not that person anymore. You're finding the love within your heart. And so you're not the person you were before. You don't define yourself by other people's love for you. It's above and beyond extra. This is where that 10 of cups comes in, is that yeah, is that you found the love within yourself with the 9 of cups. So you are feeling an overflowing, and then that's what comes next because you find the love within you with the 9 of cups, and then the 10 of cups is how it feels when you're looking at them as the above and beyond extra, not the, you know, 10-course meal. They are bringing you third and fourth and fifth dessert, but you found the 10-course meal in your own heart plus two, which comes with two desserts already. So you are full and complete in this story that's unfolding here, before, where you're finding this love inward and upward. That's where the 10-course meal is. Outside world can only give us third and fourth and fifth and sixth plus desserts, and so that's what, you know uh, I feel this 10 of cups is showing us here. It is coming faster. You've got the Prince of Wands, the Knight of Wands, which is the fastest moving knight out of them all. So it does come fast and furious out of nowhere. It just like suddenly someone is there. And I'll find out here. Um, I'll pull another card here just to see. Is it someone you know or is it someone brand new? Because we have the Five of Pentacles that comes in here, which this other card, when it talked about setting your sights higher, it did say that there was, something to be looked at that can, transform. It's the feelings of lack and abandonment, from before, right? And it does have to do with, and you probably have heard me talk about it before. The Six of Pentacles that comes right after this is about us having this out of balance of rate of exchange of love that was formed when we were very younger, 7 years old and younger, where we are, this uh, usually it's parents, but it can be grandparents, it could be teachers, whoever it was that we had to give extreme things to get very little back. And we're children, we don't know any better. We're like, oh, that must be the going rate of exchange. I give 1,000 love coins and I get one love coin back, and that seeps down into our subconscious. And that impacts our life going forward, school, work, relationships with friends, family, romantic, all of it, because, there's this out of balanceness. And even though consciously we're like asking for, I want love, I want raises, I want money, I want to win Powerball, I want, but something is keeping everything away, or it momentarily floods in and then it stops again. And we're like, what is going on? Well, that subconscious rate of exchange is down in our subconscious where our emotional inner child's at, and they're keeping score. they're hatch marking each one of those coins we give. And we're like, I want love. And they're like, mm-mm, you're only up to 499 coins given. So you still have 501 more to go before you can get one coin. It's like, we don't realize that there's these subconscious barriers that are out there that people don't even know because they're picking it up subconsciously that I want to give to them, but why can't I? Vroom, vroom. There's these force fields. Well, when we bring that to our consciousness and we um, question ourselves, who is it? Who is it that I, have that out of balance, who I felt I needed to overgive to? It's like ding ding, oh, it is my parents. Then a little edit button appears. We go in, we remove the zeros, making it go down from 1 to 1,000 to 1 to 1. We click save, and then that drops into our subconscious again, and then those force fields drop. And I feel like that's what they're wanting you to look at first, because when you do that, it's amazing how fast that then comes in, right? So I feel like that's what they want you with that. And then I did say I was going to pull one more card here just to see, is this a brand new or a former one? Well, we've got the three. Well, so you said there's three. Is that what you said? Two Geminis and one Libra. Yeah, so it's someone you already know. You have the three of pentacles about you being true to the authentic you. But yeah, so here's one, two, three. So it is one of the ones that you already know here. Um, yeah, right. Hey, bada, swing bada. Let's take a look here just real quick. I appreciate your generous donation. Let's see. So this is number one, number two, and this one's number three. So let's take a look. So your ex, no. Seven of Swords, that would be an ixnay on that one. You're like, hallelujah. Um, a new person, Libra, would be number two. Oh, so Ace of Cups. You're like, amen. And then, but like when is your next? Oh, so the Gemini is another person. Okay. Yeah, and I read it out of cycle there, but that's what I feel here, because I feel the other Gemini would take a long time. I feel like the other Gemini is um no, because this would have been number two and this would have been number three. So how you thought of it, this was your ex, of course. You mentioned them first. This is number two, this is number three. Number two feels like them. That's new love, right? Number three is temperance. It would take like that makes sense. You've been talking to for a very long time. So I feel like the Ace of Cups would be the one. So that makes sense. uh yeah. So that hopefully is much more clearer. So I do like that yeah, the new Gemini. Yeah, because the Libra is someone you've been talking to a very long time. That's the temperance one. That's like it's taken a long time, but it's been taking a long time for a very long time on purpose. I almost feel like it's taken too long. But I feel like that number two would have been the Ace of Cups that they're talking about. Yes. So that is what they have for you, Kay. Thank you again so much for your donation. I'm excited for your journey, my neighbor to the north. Okay, and I think I've done all of those. I did have a couple donations come in over here too. And so, yeah, so Jordan was before James and Anna. I see that here. So thank you so much, Jordan. And let me see here. All right. And then Renee. So, Renee, I think you came in after James and Anna did. So, all right. So, we'll do these in order. Let me just take a quick sip here. All right. So, Jordan, thank you for your donation. And did you ask a question up above? If you haven't, if you pop it down below while I'm searching here. And thank you guys so much for your patience for the free readings. I shall return to you guys. I'm scrolling up here. Okay. All right. Thank you, Jordan. So you're a Sagittarius. All right. What should you expect next week? So, what, based on current energies, the spirit wants you to know about next week? Okay, they do want that one. And what else? All righty. I'm just looking at the cards real quick here. All right. Well, I do like this for you. It seems like a very productive week. You got the Wheel of Fortune that's spinning for you, and the Empress, which is new birth, new things coming here. So I do feel like there's this positive switch of things, this new birth that happens for you next week. And you can see here too, with the you have the 10 of staves, which is the 10 of wands, and the 5 of wands. The 5 is a number of change of from something that feels like it's you know conflicting, but then it turns into something of that it's friends helping you grow. And this 10 of wands is about harvest too, especially with the Empress coming in. Look at, she's carrying her harvest, but also is like this new beginning energy. Again, there's this transformational energy that happens where you feel as if you're not investing your energy into like a black hole. I feel like you've been putting a lot of energy into something, and there is this wonderful aha moment. Like, it's like, you know what? I'm done. I'm done. I just feel like you're like, uh, realized how patient you've been in a situation, either job, friendship, romance, whatever it may be. And you're just like, okay, I'm done. And it almost feels like I don't want to say it comes out of nowhere, but it just triggers because I feel like you're like, I've gotten all I can out of this situation, and I'm done. And I'm closing my drapes. I mean my blinds. And it's like, it's done. It's romance. Okay. Yeah. So if it's like, you know, I am done. It just feels like there is this because I feel like you step away here with the High Priestess card. You step away into your High Priestess temple. You look up, you look down, you look around, and here too with the Knight of Wands, fastest moving knight. So I feel like you just kind of something has you take a step back. You look at it all, and you're just like, that's where that, and you just decide, all right, I am stick a fork in me. I am done, because you do have this 5 of pentacles here, which is these feelings of abandonment, these feelings of being left behind, these feelings of lack. And I feel like this is part of the transformational stuff that happens, is that you're just like, you know what, I just don't feel like I'm getting anything back. And if it is with an air sign, this would be, of course, confirmation with it being the king of swords here, which can, when it comes to romance, I'm a Aquarius sun, so I know that uh, air signs can get into their brain, and we can forget there's romance, especially if we get into task mode and we're all about task, task, task. And one of my friends, she's married to an Aquarian, and she's like, sometimes I just have to ask him for emotion. He forgets. And I'm like, that's kind of how it works. But I just feel like you've had enough here and you're ready. And I like it for you because I feel like you've learned a lot about yourself, about what you want around what you do not want. And I do. I feel like, especially with this 5 of Pentacles, you do feel um, like you're being fit in between the important things. Um, if this is if you're in a relationship and this is the one that you're just like, you know what, I just am done. I do not want to try. I don't want to be fit in between the important things. I want to be the important thing, which is what we are. Allowed to be in a relationship, right? That's kind of like our goal. So I like it for you that you've this path is done. You've gleaned what you needed to glean, and now it's time for this movement away. There's this um it was the divine appointment has completed what it needed to complete, and now you're ready to move forward. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, because you have the full card here. You have the hanged one here, which would be you've been incubating enough. The full card is about a new beginning, free of expectation, and you have the emperor. So I like this coming in here for you because I feel like this is Aries fiery energy. And I feel like a fiery fire sign is more of what you're needing for your next adventure. It's someone who's passionate and someone who, treats you like an empress, and that you're an important, you know, they put you in that place. And so it's like this very, um, like I said, fire sign. It's Aries energy, but I feel very fiery energy. So if there isn't happens to be an Aries, I mean, here's all the Aries stuff. But oh no. Well, yeah, I think this is you definitely are a different person than you were then. but but I feel like that this Aries will be different. It's someone that's more mature, um, you know, an emperor uh, you know, doesn't get into to be an emperor because of, their immaturity. It's because of how they are able to treat people. The emperor in the tarot is like the ruler of all the kings. So they've learned, no no, not like old. Yeah, they're gonna be 85. But hey, all you have to do is stand on their air hose and you're gonna your life is made. No. Yeah, definitely it's a new person, Aries energy, brand new person coming in, not someone that you've known before. Definitely. Yeah. So I know. So I like it. I like it for you. I feel like it's like, okay, I'm done and I'm ready to move forward. But it's somebody completely different. But very fiery. Maybe it's not an Aries, but it could be, but definitely a fire sign. I feel is like because you need No, you don't need it, but you want the passion. You're like, "I want that. I don't wanna have to remind them," so I like it. So that is what I have coming through for you, for next week, Jordan, and I'm excited for you. And thanks for your sense of humor. I appreciate that. Alrighty. And again, thank you so much for your donation. Have an amazing week. All right. All right. So we had left off with James, thank you for your second donation. And so you wanted to know, do we see Patty having children together? All right. Let's take a look here. Just refresh these cards real quick here. Anything else? All right. Well. We've got the Lovers card coming in here. We've also got the Hermit card coming in here, and we have the Star card. So three major arcana that come in here. And with the Lovers card coming up first, it does feel very, of course, this is Gemini energy. Um, and but we've got this great combination here because I feel like they're saying that it's a possibility for sure here because this is wishing upon a star. This is about, of course, the hermit's journey, but I feel like this is also trusting spirit. This means that there's a pathway that comes forward in it. The energies as of right now, I feel, are that this would head in that direction, that it is possible. And I feel like there's three here, because I got three sets of two, and I almost feel like there would be three children, and one of them here would be very, with the swords, I feel like very intellectual. The three of wands, I feel like three of wands, and I almost felt like it feels like triplets, but um, it's like they almost act like they're triplets. I'm not sure if they'd actually be triplets themselves, but with that three of wands, I just see this going different directions, that they're just so intellectual that they just want to do so many things. And I feel like they just can't get enough information. They're always just changing course because they're constantly learning, they're altering their course all the time. And then you have the real loner type here with two nines here. They've got the nine of wands and the nine of pentacles. But the nines is the hermit's journey. So, with that, the hermit coming in here with the number nine, um, this is someone who they like spending time by themselves, away from everyone else, and they're just very grounded. You know, I just feel like they do a lot of journaling and self discovery type of things there, and yeah. And then we have the emperor. I feel like this is like the go-getter, the fiery type, with the six of sacred circles here, the six of pentacles. This might be the one that needs the most attention, um, out of all three of them, that they're just I wouldn't say they're hyperactive. They just have a lot of energy and they just want to do and go and do and go. I almost feel like one is in books, one is off by themselves, and this one wants to be in all the sports and all the activities, and that's why they demand a lot of attention, that comes in there. But I feel like that, this is the energy that's coming through right now, James. So, I definitely feel, um, the energies right now are pointing to a yes. Yeah, Hermit is like Virgo, energy per se, but I just feel like there's this, um it's important for you both to maintain, like, your alone time too, here, but, it is very much about trusting the path, as well. Letting the star, you know, letting the star lead. Oh, there you go. Letting the star lead the path, right? um, I like that, the hope and the wish and all of that coming in here. So I do like this for you. It feels like the energy is pointing to a yes with those. And yeah, if you both have three siblings, you're like, yeah, we want three kids each because we like a middle child. Although if there's triplets, then you're all boom, boom, boom. Get them all out of the way at the same time, even though it's a lot. But it's great. It's great on women. My sister-in-law, um, she had twins first, and she was like, I kind of like this. You don't go full term, you get two out at the same time. It's a little bit of work in the beginning. That's funny. But boom, boom, boom. But I like it. All right. Well, I like that for you, James. So thank you again so much for your additional donation, and I'm excited for what's coming forward. So many, many blessings. And again, thank you for your donation. All right, Anna, thank you for your donation. And you want to know your friend Dave? Oh yeah, he's going through a lot. We hope to take him out on his birthday. Will he be able to make it on Saturday? Okay, let's take a look here and see if he's able to make it on this Saturday. On the Saturday. Okay. So I feel those, and then how does he feel about you? Let's see here. So I feel here. So he this is the power of choice that comes in here. This is not his feelings towards you. Those are these two cards down here. So don't worry. um but this is the power of choice, and it's the power of emotional choice. I feel like this is the choice they're standing in between here because they've got the eight of sacred circles, the eight of pentacles, which means they've been doing a lot of work, and there's a lot of action and movement going on in their life too. um but then also the queen of wands here is that, there's like a lot of energy that is coming in here for him too with what is happening. If I get it- my nose is running, sorry about that. um so we've got this kind of, they're in a mixed place right now, and I feel like that they can make it on Saturday, but I feel like they have to choose it because they feel exhausted from doing all this work and everything unfolding. But there's also this energy that they have that they can um access within themselves. So I feel like they're undecided right now. I feel like it could go either way. That's that power of choice. They could, or they could not. And I feel like they're at this point, it's up in the air. When we asked what are their feelings towards you, they've got peace of mind here, and they're letting go of a lot of expectations. And I feel like, I feel like they're just not wanting to live up to a lot of other people's expectations of supposed tos and shoulds and need tos and have tos and musts. And they're just ready to chunk the whole expectations things away because they'd rather be just to have a peace of mind, right? And I don't feel like they're worried about pleasing people at this point. They're almost to that sick and tired of feeling sick and tired, right? And they're just like, I just don't want to live up to everyone else's expectations, and and that type of thing. I think they're bringing back to me. Did we do a reading on this similarly? Because I feel like what the spirit is saying, because they're literally like people walking out the door over here. It's like, let the expectations go around what you think it should be and ask them how they would like to celebrate their birthday, rather than planning it all. If you can have like a plan of saying, hey, do you want to just come over? We can have like a small dinner, just like four of us or five of us. And I feel like that they would be okay with that. But if it's big, I almost feel like if it's something small, that they would be okay with that, like four people. But if it's bigger, then they just it feels overwhelming for them here, is what is coming in here. But I feel like um they do care about you, like, as a friend, and they don't wanna disappoint you, but, I feel like they're just in a place of exhaustion, where if it's gonna be a big group, it's just gonna be too much, but if it's small, that they would say yes to that. So that's what I feel is coming through here on that, Anna, so hopefully that makes sense, and, many blessings to you. I really, really appreciate your donation. All right. So Poco Polka, you'll be up next after I do have a another donation that had come through before you. Renee, hey again. You're so funny. So, all right. So is you leaving your job before your birthday in August? All right, let's take a look here. With this with this 2 of Cups coming in here, here's the power of choice. I feel like you will definitely have, a choice to do so or not, because I feel like here you have the 5 of Swords, which is your conflict of your mind, inside of your mindset, and the Judgment is your higher self calling you, and so I feel like you have the possibility of doing it for sure. Whether you do it or not has to do with you working things out in your mind, the conflict of your mind, the fears, because you have the Judgment card, which is double endings, double new beginnings, and jumping into your dream. But it's like, are you going to um, choose to do it or not? Will be up to you with those 2 of Cups. You definitely have the possibility to do so. Um, but it has to do with between now and then, like whatever we have fated events in our life that have to happen at an exact time for certain things to happen. Those are very few in our lives. Then we have fated events that have a range of, like, if we do our inner work, it happens faster. If we don't, it happens later, type of thing. And then we have things that don't have to happen. They're not fated. They're just above and beyond extra credit type of things. This is above and beyond kind of extra credit things where it's not fated, where it impacts your life it didn't need to happen in order for all this other stuff to happen. Um, it's important, but it's not as a big part of the ingredients that have to happen, kind of thing. So you've got if you look at your fears of trying to live up to your brain instead of allowing your heart to have an answer or a seat at the table, like you're living your dream type of thing. If you don't, um, the more work you have on releasing your fears around, I'm supposed to, should, need to, have to, must. That's what's going on in your mind is this. Well, I have my dream, but then I have my supposed to. And I'm like, oh, I'm kind of torn in between. The more you cut these away, the faster it happens. And then that's how you would be able to quit your job before August. So that is what they have for you with that one. Okay, good. And then number 2, what does Jay want you to know that he doesn't share? Let's find out. Digging into the mind of Jay. Okay, anything else? Okay. You know, I think, it's just like I feel like it's because he's got the 2 of Wands, he got the 5 of Wands, and you have the 6 of Swords. This energy of being torn between, like the back and forth that they have and conflicts of stuff that's going on in their life, and that they're moving from um, old ways of thinking to new ways of thinking, but more so, I feel like with all this, they don't, not that they don't want you to know, but they've got conflict in their life that they're resolving, and they keep it really private, right? It's not anything like my three wives I need a divorce or anything like that. It has to do with inner conflict. It has to do with mental resolution of things that happen throughout their life, and they're getting things together. They're resolving things, but they have a lot of energy that they're investing, that they are moving from fear into something more, in alignment, which is what the 6 of Swords is they're letting fears go in their life around a variety of different things. And I feel like they they wish they kind of wish and they kind of don't wish. That's where they're going back and forth, that they could tell you that, I have fears in my life, but I'm transforming them and changing things. But they don't want to appear weak, but they were like, but being vulnerable is important, but I want to appear weak. But so they're kind of going back and forth. And so, but they're resolving things and they're like, well, you know what? I'll, when I don't have as many of them left, I'll let her know. It's like when it doesn't seem so overwhelming, because I feel like they've gone through a lot in their lives and you know, that's why they are so wonderful as they are, is because they've had to grow up fast and they had a lot of caca poo poo doo doo, that they resolve, things recently in their life, things from their past, but they're just chunking things and they're really just going through this wonderful evolution, this transformation. Um, and I feel like they want to share it, but they also don't want to ruin the moment because they're like, it's like that sun card that you had of, oh, it's so sunshiny and beautiful. They're like, I don't want to bring a dark cloud in it and bring the mood down. They're like, I want to enjoy the joy of it all, and then vulnerability, and then we can share the ugliness later of, this is why I am who I am, that can come later. Enjoy the beautiful journey right now. So I like it. Okay, good. I'm glad it makes sense. All righty. So that is what they have for you, Renee. No deep darty, secrets, no hidden children or anything. I feel that they're pretty honest and open. That's why I feel like it's conflicting for them, because they do want to be like, they don't like hiding anything because things were hidden from them so much. But they're like, I don't want to ruin it right now. Yeah, I like it. All right. So again, thank you so much for your donation. I greatly appreciate you. And we'll continue moving down the list here. So Poca. Thank you for your donation. You want to know, is FRX going to be a seasonal fling or long term? Hey, let's take a look here. Let's see, what does spirit want you to know? All right. Hmm. You know, I feel like with this fieriness here, the 7 of Wands is this brightness, is this it's like sparkler in the dark night sky, and the Prince of Wands, the Knight of Wands, fastest moving knight. So a lot of passion, a lot of things here. Feel like it's going to be seasonal here because we've got the prince and the princess here, but we have the Eight of Swords here, which is about learning what of each other's own thoughts and beliefs and mindsets have kept things from entering that area there. So I feel like it's more of a stepping stone to really understand and see some things about your own life. Your own thoughts and beliefs and mindsets that have made you feel restricted and blinded and bound in your life before. And uh, yeah, because I feel like, and I almost feel like that, because they're we have the Prince of Cups. That's all this emotion, this romance, type of person. And then we have the Princess of Staves, she's the fiery one, right? I feel like you're the fiery one, and they bring you the romance, they bring this stuff. But I feel like she's very intuitive, and I feel you are too. I feel like you're like, it's been fun, it's been great, but the stuff that you sense from them kind of reeks of playa, you know, like you're just like, I enjoyed it. It was fun, but I don't feel like there's more there. I feel like it's a sparkler. If you ever see, like here in the United States, we have 4th of July, celebrate independence and etc. And we have these sparklers, and you light them, and it's all fun, and you do this, and you throw it all around, and it's just like shh, and then all of a sudden it's done. And that's what I feel, what I saw with that 7 of Wands is like, it's it's wonderful, it's great, and then you're just like, "Okay, it's enough." And I feel like you're the one that goes, "It's enough. I'm done. Enjoy." But, that's what I feel is coming through, Poco. So, enjoy it, though. It seems very fiery and passionate. So, uh, there you go. So, again, thank you for your donation. I greatly appreciate it. Hey, Christy. Thank you for your donation. Hello, hello. Whatever spirit wants to tell you. All right, let's take a look here and see what does spirit wants you to know this eve. All right, those. Anything else? But of course. All right, let's see what we have here. All right. So we have here, of course, the 8 of Sacred Circles, the 8 of Pentacles, and we've gotten, I think, cards like this for you before, where it's you've been doing the work, you're putting in the blood, the sweat, and the tears, and there's movement that is coming. There's movement coming forward here. It takes you into the 9 of Pentacles, which the 9 of Pentacles is about, here's spirit right with you. You've been stepping into this hermit's journey, which is the 9, but you're finding this beautiful solidity in your worth in relationship to the outside world, because you're finding, of course, your worth from within, which allows you to see the outside world in a lot different way. And I like this. The 7 of Cups here. Normally it's the emotional confusion card, right? But I don't get that. I love the way they present it here, because there was like all of these emotions that you can choose, but this is this I feel like this partnership, this relationship, this love that's coming in, that you find a commonality in this beautiful partnership here. And you both, come to this place here of mutual emotion. I mean, I just feel like covering that up and saying that there's not this emotional confusion here. And, so I just really like that for you because, you know, this uh, Prince of this is Prince of Pentacles, which of course is the Knight of Pentacles, the slowest moving knight out of them all. Like we had been talking about too. You've been waiting. Things have been like going slow as you've been working on your inner love and self-love and all that. And boom, here comes this death and this rebirth. So, it is this transformational Scorpio energy that is transforming here. And I do want to yeah, I do want to pull here from this deck here because here we have that owl and here they're there they are. I think that's a hawk, but they're like here. They do want to pull a native spirit card here for you too. Because I feel like this is like, yeah, the message that you keep getting, right? I know, I know, I know. What is happening here? Oh, okay. Because it's the circle of life, Simba. I like that. Lion King, right? It's the circle of life. And this is beautiful. So let's see what they bring in here for you. It says, all things are possible. Stand in your center and be open. The four winds are bringing your dreams to fruition. Embrace and accept where you are in the great circle of life. Bounty and abundance are flowing to you. If you've had relationship or financial challenges, things are about to change. The circle of life, called the medicine wheel in the Native American traditions, symbolizes a cosmology that honors all the circles of life. Those in Western cultures tend to see life as linear. However, those in indigenous cultures see all life as a circle. And when this card chooses you, it's time to honor and cherish all aspects of the great circle. All parts of the journey have beauty and grace. There's beauty in the rising sun, just as there is in the setting sun. To only revel in the rising sun and demean times of endings depletes your energy. Choose what is, and you become master of the universe, or at least of your own personal universe. Yahoo! And the journey for this, if you so choose, is to create a medicine wheel for yourself. It can be as simple as creating a circle of stones that you place on your desk, or making a circle of stones or pine cones that you lay outdoors. As you place each part of the circle, hold the intent that you're honoring all aspects of your life. Yeah, no regrets, right? So, in case you need this, if you're going to do this out in your yard, here's a good close up picture of it. But I love the circles. It's just embracing each and every moment, and as the endings as well as the beginnings. And I love that. So, that is what they have for you in this moment, Christy. So thank you so much again for your donation. And I'm excited. And I'm going to have the Lion King song stuck in my head all night. It's the circle of life. And thank you for your donation. I greatly appreciate that. All righty. So let me see here. I think that is all of the donations. All right. So I think Anya Ohuya. I know we left off with you for a while ago, so thank you for your patience. Um, so let's take a look here. What is the Aquarius's next move? So let's take a look here. All right. Well, we've got the Seven of Pentacles, which is a very slow unfolding. Um, so I feel here, the Nine of Cups is about, the Seven of Sacred Circles is the Seven of Pentacles, which is all about the last thing that grows on the fruit tree is the fruit, the last thing that is harvested, right? So it's like it's going to be a while before they have a next move. And it feels like spirit is nudging you here to the Nine of Cups. Normally it's a wish fulfillment card, but I just feel like they're pointing you inward for your love because the nine is the hermit's journey, cups are emotions, and it is like saying, while, and this is kind of what happens when we get a patience card around love or relationship. It's all about there's something that we can do while we're waiting for things to unfold, and that's turning inward and upward to find our self-love and to expand our self-love. And I feel like this is what they are pointing you back to, is to turn inward and upward here while you're waiting, because that is what we do while we're in the waiting room, waiting for the paint to dry, because they've just repainted the waiting room. And the more we have movement towards our self-love, the more movement there is in the room, and the movement of air dries the paint faster, which speeds up the harvest process, right? So I feel like that's what spirit is saying at right now. And I know we probably have mentioned this a couple of times. It's just they're pointing you inward and upward for self-love, because they can't give you what you're looking for. You're going to find the love you're searching for inside your own heart. And then when you do, that expands your self love. It expands your ability to give and receive love to humans because you're so full of this love within yourself. And you won't look to them as how disappointing they are being by not giving you what you're wanting and searching for, because they can't, because you're going to find it on the inside. And then once you do, then what they give is above and beyond extra. So you don't need their love, but you want it, but you don't need it because you feel full, but you want this experience, right? There's a big difference between I need it and it falls short, then I find what I need inside my own heart and full, and then I want it, and that's above and beyond extra. Abundance versus lack. So that's what's coming in, Anya. Hopefully that makes sense. But that's what they have for you. So many blessings to you. I'm just going to get another sip here. So that is what we have there. And so up next we have Felicia. Hey, Felicia. Thank you for the reminder too about liking and sharing and subscribing. Thank you guys so much. All of you have given the video a thumbs up. It does help spread the Zen love. So thanks for being part of the love tsunami. And thank you, Felicia, for the beautiful reminder. And you wanted to know a general reading for the next 2 weeks. Let's take a look here and see what spirit has for you. I feel like I need to reshuffle these real quick. Alrighty. So over the next 2 weeks here, I feel like you're really having this beautiful transformation. The Three of Swords represents like expectations equal disappointment, right? It's our fears of rejection, our fears of losing love and not being good enough, all those wonderful, juicy, feelings we get here. But I love that you have the Princess of Cups, the Page of Cups here as well, because this is the chalice, the Holy Grail This is that self-love that we're expanding and that we become, and the universe comes and that fills us up, and we allow it to fill us up, our heart, and overflow out to the world. And we start just dropping more and more of these supposed to be's and shoulds be's and need to be's and have to be's and must be's that we've been fed all our lives. And it's like, it don't matter anymore. We just usually there's this huge heart on here with three swords stuck in it. But there's this transformation that happens when we know that every moment is either of unconditional love or the fear of losing conditional love. And I feel like over the next 2 weeks, there is like, I almost feel like you're in a lab. You know how in, I think in like school, you go to science class and you do all the reading and the blah, blah, blah. Excuse me. And then you go to the lab, and that's where you blow up things and mix things and you do hands-on work. And I feel these next 2 weeks, because you've been doing a lot of inner work around your self-love and your expectations and letting things go. And I feel like these next 2 weeks, it's like important for you to have reminders as many places as you can. And if you have a cell phone, putting like a reminder in your phone, a silent vibrating alarm that says fear or love question mark. And it's like you're learning to go, oh, what am I feeling in this moment? Is it of fear or is it of love? Is it unconditional love, or is there, conditional love? And it's the fear of losing this, of being rejected, right? And it's like doing it as often as you can, every waking hour or every waking half hour, whatever you feel you want to do. Maybe in the beginning of the week, it starts off more and then you lighten it up as you go throughout the week. Whatever it is where you're learning and applying this habit, I feel like the next 2 weeks are you're really seeing things differently because of the attention that you bring back to it. And I like it. I feel like it's very, very freeing and very revealing for you. And you're like, oh, wow, I'm seeing things differently. And it's life changing. And I like it for you. So that is what I feel is coming through for you right now. So that is what they have. Many blessings to you, Felicia. All right. So LA, I think I saw fire alarm, police alarm down here. Yeah, there it is. So LA, you are up with your corrected question. You wanted to know, will your lawyer M, so they're calling the defense this week. How will it go? Will you be picking up your check soon? I like it. Let's take a look here. Let's see. I feel like these two are the ones right here. Yeah. I feel like you do here. The Ace of Cups overflowing. It feels really good. The Three of Wands it's a different route though. So, it's as with all of it, right? It's like you do get benefit. You do have this overflowing feeling here. It goes well. I just feel with the Three of Wands, it's a change of direction. It's a change um of how you exactly thought it was going to go. And so but it's positive. It's all positive. I just feel like well, no, you don't pick up your check, we'll wire it, blah blah blah. There's something that changes, it does work out in your favor. I just feel like there's a slightly different path that it goes than you had anticipated. All positive though, so just allow it to unfold. And like I said, you're like, oh, you don't even have to pick up a check, they're just going to automatically deposit it, or this is how it works, blah blah blah. They have these many days, they'll put it into this account and then you can withdraw it, or it's something like that. So um it just feels like it goes off a little different. If it's not that wiring thing, it just feels like it unfolds differently, but negatively, if that makes sense. So I like it for you. That Ace of Cups is a very positive card. So I like it. All righty. All right. And I know I've reached my 2 hours, but I know I had a lot of donations. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go into my lightning round for the free readings and just do one card answers so that I can get through a lot of free readings for you guys this evening because I know you've been patiently waiting. So I'm going to do that. If anyone wants me to go deeper, I still will take donations and dive deeper into those. But for the free ones, I'm going to do it for a few. We'll see how much longer here, but I'm going to try to get through as many as I can here. All right, so I'll shut up and start doing that. May Hooper, hello, Scorpio. You'd like to know when your next long term relationship will be. All right, let's take a look here. You do have the Four of Pentacles here. The Four of Pentacles is a pretty solid foundation type of card for the outside world. It does represent, um, realizing that the love that you're looking for is really within your own heart. And, because we realize the outside world is very unstable. People change, people pass away, people walk away. Situations never stay the same, and things break down, deteriorate, blow up, burn down, stolen. So, all that stuff we realize in the outside world is very unstable. Eventually, we grow tired of that. We turn inward and upward. We find that eternal, unconditional love that we are searching for. And then it changes our whole outside world. So, I feel like the answer to the when is when you have this realization that the 10-course meal you've been searching for to fulfill you has been inside of you all along. And even includes two desserts, and that people in the outside world can bring you third and fourth and fifth and sixth dessert, which changes your whole perception of what you're looking for in the outside world because you find the wholeness within you, the fullness within you, and then they bring you the extra desserts. And we can always make room for more dessert. So third, fourth, fifth, sixth to seventh dessert, but it's different. It's above and beyond extra instead of desperate for it to complete us, right? And then when seventh dessert goes, no, I'm not going to give you seventh dessert, you're like, thank God I was going to explode. And it's different. Instead of it being so devastating, it's actually a little relieving, So I like this for you. I feel like with the four of sacred circles, I feel like the next long-term relationship um, is that four is really standing out. I feel like April of next year. And I know that seems a lot, but it's going to fly by because this work that you're doing on the inside is allowing you to find this wholeness and this completeness within your own self to where it's going to be so different. Instead of being lower vibrational energy and you doing what you've always done and getting what you've always gotten, right? Your love vibration is going to be higher and you're going to be drawing someone else in, more in attunement with your higher vibrational heart. So that is what I feel I have for you, May. So many blessings to you. All right. So, Queen of Pentacles Tarot, you will be the next free reading here in just a moment. I did get a donation. Thank you so much, Divine Empathic Tarot. Good evening. I've been doing well. So, what does Spirit have for you? All right, let's take a look here. So, what does Spirit want you to know? I feel like you are getting a native spirit oracle. So let's take a look here. What does Spirit have here for you? And thank you so much for your donation if I did not say that. Sometimes I get it all cut up here. Ooh, yeah, this makes sense for you. Spirit of water. Look at that. Beautiful. See if I can get it. There it goes. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Let's see what the spirit of water brings in for you. Trust your intuition. No way. Know that you are on the right path. Take time to nurture yourself. Allow your inner child free reign. Uh-oh. Believe in your dreams. Don't stifle your emotions. Trust the messages they're giving you. Purify and cleanse yourself and your home. Healing is on its way. Emotional healing energy is expanding within you. And your native spirit wants you to know that the spirit of water invites an emotional richness into your life. Communicate from your heart. Embrace your childlike wonder. And this card also represents purification, cleansing, and healing. It reminds you to clean your personal space and your body. Take a shower, take a bath. No. It also urges you to accept and embrace your emotions, all of them, even the ones that you don't usually like. Additionally, trust your hunches. Push off from the shore of safety and enter the flow of life. All is well. And I like these cards because they come with a journey if you so choose to accept it. Your mission says be aware of water in your life, humidity, mists, clouds, rain, water in food like fruits, vegetables, and so forth, the ocean, the rivers, the bath, and the shower. You can't make it up. You fiend. You always want a confirmation that you need to take a bath. You're funny. Drink extra water. Energize it by placing your hand over each glass and sending love into the water. Evaluate relationships. Notice how each encounter affects your subtle emotions. And take some daily time to relax, especially near or in water. Cleanse and purify yourself and your living space using water. And imagine how it would feel to be a still pool, a mountain stream, a mist, the great sea, or a summer shower. Notice any emotions or feelings that emerge as you do this and watch your dreams. Wow. I love that for you. So beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I am liking that. Very much right up your alley, right? So that is what they have for you, Divine Empathic Tarot. I really, really appreciate your donation. And thank you so much, my fiend. All right. So let me return back up here. And we had left off with Queen of Pentacles Tarot. I am doing well. I hope you're doing well in a general read. So we're doing lightning round single cards here. Well, so you've got the death and rebirth, which I feel like you love this. I feel like you are ready for a renewal. You're ready for this ending and this new beginning. All this Scorpio, Pluto energy that we're in right now, it just feels relieving just to go. In fact, I have 9:09 p.m. where I'm at, and then May 10th. It's like 9:09, right? The 9 going into the 10, the ending and the new beginning. You're like at this pivotal point where you're ready to let things go. You're ready for this rebirth. It's like you're um oh, not Gandalf. Gandalf is Lord of the Rings. I'm thinking of Harry Potter's the old wizard that had the old phoenix, you know, and he was like looking old, looking right, and all of a sudden he just burst into flames, into ashes, then re-rose again. I feel like you're at that point where you're like, I'm just ready for a rebirth. I'm ready to let so much go and just have this refreshing feeling. And I feel like this is what Spirit is saying. Yeah, it is time. and it is supported, and it will come, and it has been coming, right? But it is definitely unfolding. So I like that for you. Perfect. I love that divine empathic tarot. So water, baby, water. There we go. How perfect. I love it. All right, Louisiana, Lucy. Hello. And you want to know, what is this person R's intentions towards you? Let's take a look here. Well, you've got the Six of Sacred Circles, the Six of Pentacles, which is equal giving and receiving. But there's also, when you think of the Six of Pentacles, there's this energy, especially if you're looking for relationship information. It is the codependency awareness card. It feels like they are someone who is wanting this giving and receiving from someone, and but it cannot be as healthy as we want it to be. The Six of Pentacles tells us that there's this overgiving mentality, probably from you, right? You have this overgivingness that you've always felt you have to do so much to deserve so little. And I feel like they will let you give and give and give and give and give and give you little to and it's not like it's intentional for them, because this is all subconscious stuff that's going on, but it is a mirror designed for you to see your overgivingness so that you can go back and realize, who was it that when you were 7 years old and younger, that you had to to give so much to get so little back. Because this mirrors are going to keep coming to you to show you this until you bring it up into your consciousness and go, oh yeah, it was my mom and dad. They're the usual suspects, but it could have been grandparents or coaches, teachers, whoever. But it's usually 7 years old and younger, and you're looking, going, oh yeah, I know who it is. Then this out of balance giving and receiving, that was like 1,000 to 1. You had to give 1,000 love coins before you deserve, like, your inner child, all this that's below the surface where you feel you deserve it. You're able to edit that and get rid of those zeros and bring it down to 1 to 1. So I feel like the intentions, the higher intentions, are to be a mirror for you for this, so that you can transform this, right? So hopefully that helps. But that's what they have coming in right now, for you, Louisiana, Lucy. So many blessings to you. All right. So continue moving down the list here. Always Victory, you are up next. So Always Victory. If you have not checked out the giveaway winners from this last Monday, I would definitely do that, because you did win the 30-minute person recorded reading for my donor um, drawing. So I would do that if you feel so inclined. So I wanted to make sure I saw your name, and I'm like, yes. And then you would like an oracle from your angels. Well, I pulled a tarot. You got the sun card. Boom. That's because you won the 30-minute person recorded reading. Boom, boom, boom. Leo energy, victory, guidance, brightness being shown into your light, light being shown into your inner child too. So there's a lot of beautiful, beautiful energy that's coming in right now, with the sun card. So it is this victory, it is this shining of things, it is the stuff bubbling up, it is shining on the cobwebs, but it feels good. It's like this, all right, I'm seeing things that I want to see, and I'm taking care of things. It feels very bright, very beautiful, very wonderful there. So I really, really like that for you. And I'm kind of doing the lightning round. So apologies for not playing an oracle, but I like the sun card for you. It's very beautiful and bright. But of course, you have your 30-minute personal recorded reading. You can ask all sorts of stuff on. So that is what we have for you. Always Victory. So many blessings to you, and congratulations on winning. Appreciate you. Yay! I know, always victory. You're like, "Whoa, what?" Yeah, let me, if you don't have access, let me just pop the yeah, here's the just for ease of use, here's the, giveaway playlist, so you can just pop the one and look at the one from Monday. It'll tell you all about it. All right. So up next here, we have Karen, uh, Saint Watch or Stwatch. I don't know how to say that. My apologies. I am doing well. I hope you're doing well. And you want to know what are A's intentions towards you? Is she trying to create problems in your life or something like that? Let's take a look here and see what the spirit wants you to know. All right. You know, the higher intentions here with the Ace of Swords. This Ace of Swords is a gift that's given to you to see so that you can see things from a higher perspective, from a place of unconditional love. And it's a double-edged sword, which also allows you to cut away the thoughts and the beliefs and the mindsets, those fears of losing conditional love, the fears of rejection, really the fears of what people think. And I like the power that comes in here because it tells you too that no one can make you, you know, put a certain story around what's happening. We are given, of course, all of these popular opinions growing up on when this thing happens, this is what it's supposed to mean. When that thing happens, this is how you're supposed to feel. That thing happens, this is where you're supposed to invest your energy, right? Well, that's just opinion. We get to step into our power, and that's what that Ace of Swords, it's the samurai sword, right? Allowing you to be the one that chooses, no one can create problems in my life, right? People can do things and say things, but I'm the one that gets to decide what story I put to it. Do I want to experience problems? Then I will assign the story that they're creating a problem. But I also can create a story of their actions are telling me about what they're going through and that their fears and what's going on with them, not about me, right? There's this change of mindset, this change of thought that is coming in. So whenever, excuse me, we get things coming in our outside world, it shakes us, it rattles us. When we trigger, the trigger's not out there, the trigger's in here. It's something from our past that's bubbling up that they just happen to mirror back for us. So what they see in us is about them. What we see in them is about us. So I like this for you. It's a beautiful um, growth experience for you, though, but it is happening for you. So that is what they have for you, Karen. So many blessings to you. And Melody, you're up high. So does Azam want you only intimately? Okay, let's take a look here. See what we have here. I feel like they in the beginning, I feel like they did. But with the Six of Swords, it's moving from old ways of thinking to new ways of thinking. I feel like they initially had a passionate attraction to you, but I feel like things are slowly changing. You know, that's what happens a lot with the male, not to stereotype all males because it's not always true, but the tendency is that we are drawn um, physically, and then the heart is allowed to come out and play. Where usually, and again, not stereotyping, feminine energy is the heart wants to come out to play, or the heart is what draws, and then the body wants to come out and play, right? So it's always this figuring of things out. We all have divine masculine, divine feminine, but it's wherever we're in there. So I feel like it's transforming slowly, moving from old ways to new ways. So that's what's coming in, Melody. Hopefully that makes sense. All right. So we'll continue moving down the list here. Where are we at on time? Okay. So, Lou, you like a general read? Let's take a look here and see what the spirit wants you to know right now. All right. They do want this one right here. Got the Five of Sacred Circles, the Five of Pentacles, which is a beautiful transformation from going from feeling abandoned, left out in the cold, left behind, feelings of lack. And the number five is a transformation, a change, where you're realizing that it's not humans that bring us what we need in each moment, where you feel ostracized from the group, right? But that it's the creator, it's spirit, it's source that brings you what you need in each moment. And that sometimes humans are the delivery company that brings us to us, but they are the ones that they're not the ones that actually supply it. They're just a delivery. Like when you order something from Amazon and it's delivered by the post office, but the post office isn't the one who actually did it. They're just delivering it. So there's this trust that's building between you and the creator because you've never been without what you've needed, right? Maybe not what we've always wanted, but you've had what you've needed in each moment, or you wouldn't be here right now. And so there's this trust of, they have unconditional love. They are not fickle like humans. When we go in, this human characters, when we go into fear, we withdraw support for survival purposes. It's, that animal nature of self preservation, but they are eternal. They don't need anything. They have endless resources, so they want to give to us what we need and even some of what we want because they love us so much. But there's this transformation that's coming in where you're learning more and more to connect and trust that you're going to have everything you need in each moment from the creator. So I love this transformation that's happening here because it is bringing in a wonderful, wonderful feeling of security. And we don't uh, have as much feelings that we're focusing on lack, and it allows abundance to come into our life with that transformation as well. So that's what they have for you. So many blessings to you. Alrighty. I do have a donation coming in. Thank you so much, ES General, for your donation. I really appreciate that. And you want to know a general reading for the month of May? Absolutely. Let me take a look here. And let's see what we have here. What do they want you to know for the month of May? Okay. All right. Let us see. What is this all about here? Okay. All right. Well, I like that we've got the four and the five of stabs or of wands here, and here I feel like when I first saw these, I kind of giggled because the message I heard was things are going to unfold step by step in the month of May for you. So I like it. We've got the four, which is a solid foundation, joy, celebration, maybe even party, a gathering of some sort. And the five of staves talks about that it's a transformation of energy too, that if you do go to an event, don't be afraid of any conflict, anything that it's like there's this resolution, this resolve that happens at an event. So I feel like you bump into someone that maybe there was some unspoken things that just need to be resolved. And I feel like when it comes together, what they're showing me, it would be like you have a mutual friend, um, and they invite you to a wedding or invite you to a party, a dinner party, or whatever, a gathering of some sort, right? And you're like, oh, is so and so going to be there? Like, yeah, they're still my friend. You're my friend. Is that going to be a problem? And you're like, no, I love you. I will go. I'll deal with it. It's not going to be a big deal. And then, so as soon as you get there, you spot them, and this other individual that you might have had an altercation with. And then you go, and then you just go up to them and you're like, hey, um, I'm sorry, or whatever. And then you guys just go, oh my God, and you hug and things just resolve. I mean, it's almost like, what are we even mad at each other for? It's like you laugh, and then not that you like are buddy buddy the rest of the time, but the pressure's off, and then you have a great time. And I really like that with that particular event there. I also feel here that you have a decision to make here in the month of May. And whereas before it seemed confusing, I really like here that you are closing your eyes and opening your heart, and you're not just making decisions from your mind. I feel like there might have been feeling like there's so many choices to make, but I do like this kind of picture that ends up being here, where you, with a trusted individual, make this decision from your heart, your mind and your heart. And there's someone that you trust, that you show them and you trust them to open your heart to and go, this is what I'm wanting. But, what do you think? And you listen to their opinion, you listen to it, but you're choosing from your heart. You're allowing your heart to have a seat at the table in decisions, not the mind only. Not that you're making it just an emotional decision, because we know when we make an emotional decision, it usually doesn't turn out so well. And if we just make a mental decision, our heart usually isn't in it either. So it's a wonderful meshing together that comes in here in May. I do see here with the Princess of Cups, Page of Cups, there is this new love, this new emotion that definitely is triggered here. And um, I feel like it's more internal, because we do have this hermit here journey. So you're turning inward and upward. And I feel like this is where you're finding the Ace of Cups that's coming in here, because I feel like love is on hold, like the Seven of Sacred Circles here, the Seven of Pentacles. What's the last thing that grows in a fruit tree? The fruit. So it does take time for things like that to unfold. And with the Hermit number 9 and the 9 of Pentacles, with this Ace of Cups, it is all about turning upward for that love, finding your worth from the inside. And it allows you to look at your worth and relationship into the outside world in a different way, which is much more strong and secure, because this Ace of Cups is full of the unconditional love from up above. It's eternal, right? So I really like that energy that comes in with that ES. And I feel like this is a lot of what is they're wanting you to know about the month of May. I do also want to pull you a native spirit oracle real quick here. Yeah. Gathering your tribe. So yeah, definitely there's this coming together of a party of some sort, in the month of May here. Yeah. You are loved. You are lovable. You deserve love. Support in all forms is flowing to you. You can relax. There is so much love around you. Communicate from your heart. Share your truth. You are safe. Diminish your time with those who do not empower you or believe in you. Oh, wow. You have a work party next week. Woohoo. Yeah. So diminish your time with those who do not empower you or believe in you. Cut, cut. Your native spirit wants you to know, if the gathering, your tribe card chooses you, this means that sustenance in all forms is flowing into your life. Your people are those who resonate with you. Your people can include animals and plants and minerals and trees, as well as people. Be willing to ask for what you want in life. This is the time to put your needs before the needs of others. the Hermit card makes sense. Your tribe is waiting to support and nurture you as you nurture yourself. And sometimes your friends are more your family than blood relatives. So find your people and cherish them. Your vibe attracts your tribe. And the journey, if you choose to accept it, says spend time with friends and family members who see the best in you. Don't spend time with dream stompers. Take classes, share meals, take time to find your people. You will live longer and be happier. I like it. How perfect. So, a work party. Yay, yay, yay. So that makes sense. So I really like that, all that energy that's coming in there for you. Yeah, so I am liking it. I am liking it. And that is what they have for you. So again, thank you so much for your donation. Enjoy your party. And I'm excited to see what comes forward from that. All right. Many, many blessings to you. You are very welcome. All right. VD Jalan. Hello, hello. Thank you for your donation. And I think you did ask a question up here. Hello. So you'd like some guidance. There's way too much pressure going on with your college assignments, and your college is sort of messing with us. Oh, no. All right. Let's take a look here. See what Spirit wants you to know regarding this college here. Okay. Okay. Well, so there are these here. All right. Well, I like that we have the star card here, which is don't give up hope. Don't give up hope. um, you know, connecting to your higher self here and connecting to spirit is an important thing, because you've got the Princess of Staves, which is the Page of Wands. And this energy does tell us, we can focus on two things here. We can focus on what we do want to unfold with our hopes, or we can focus in on our fears, right? Whatever we focus on is what grows and expands. So with this, Princess of Wands coming in here, she's showing us, the two options that we have. And it's very powerful, because when we choose to focus on our fears, our co-creative energy makes stuff happen. Like if I focus on what I'm missing in my life, my energy is saying, I enjoy missing things. Please give me more things to miss. So it pushes things further away. It even moves other things out of my life so I can experience missing. And it's like, wait, that's not what I meant. But if we focus on something going on in our life that I hate, I'm also saying, hey, I enjoy hating things. Send me more things to hate, please. And so it does. That's what our energy does. Because when I fear something's going to leave my life, I repel it. If I fear something's coming into my life, I will draw it in. And that's how it works, right? But if I transform it and I move it over and focus on what is it that I want to grow, so I focus on gratitude, because then I'm telling the universe, I love having things to be grateful for. So I'm grateful for this, I'm grateful for that, I'm grateful for that. It brings in more things to be grateful for. When I focus in on unconditional love and joy and laughter and peace, that expands. When I focus in what I do want, then I draw that in. So I feel like the guidance they have with the situation is, the pressure that comes in is of fear. That's where what pressure is. Unconditional love doesn't have pressure. Fear of losing conditional love, the fear of failing, the fear of what people will think, fear, 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 fear. That's where pressure comes from. So it gets bigger and bigger and bigger when we focus on it. But something that I do to help myself when I'm going through periods of fear, and when I first was being taught myself around where I'm investing my energies on my cell phone, for every waking hour, I would put like a silent vibrating alarm on my phone for every hour to come back to love, come back to gratitude, whatever it may be. And it's just like, oh, okay, here it goes. And it just brings us back and brings us back and brings us back. So that's something that we can do, is to change our habit to what we're focusing our energy on each moment, because we are powerful, powerful beings. So you've seen a butterfly. Yeah, transformation. I love it. That's, yeah, it's caterpillars. Caterpillars complain about not being able to fly, and I have to walk everywhere. Oh my gosh. And I have to eat all these leaves. Oh my gosh, eat, 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 eat. And then, there's this transformation that happens, and it lets things go, and then it becomes this butterfly. So I love the transformational type of energy that comes in with all of that too. um so yeah, butterflies are very, very much reminders for us. Could be loved ones on the other side, but it is a huge reminder of transformation for us as well. But that's what I feel is coming in for you, VD. So I appreciate the donation, and hang in there. You know, focus on on your gratitude, right? And I feel like that'll help things. It'll help transform things. All right. I think that was all my donations here. You are very welcome. All right. Let's see. Where did I leave off of here? All right. So, Alex, ours current feelings and intentions. We're back to doing one thing. Well, the moon, very hidden, very, very deep here. There's a lot of things that are unseen here with the moon card. Emotions run deep, but intentions are also very mysterious, very unknown. And um, when the moon card comes in, there's such a connection to the spirit world, to the upper realms. And a lot of things, the moon card, there's hidden things, but they're hidden from us on purpose, for a purpose too, because our higher self i- doesn't want us to know everything, because there comes a time when we're like, and I'm trying to find a nice way for, because your spirit guides are being sassy, but they're just like, sometimes it's like, what does it matter what other people's feelings and intentions are? What are we fearing? What is it telling us about? What are our feelings? What are our intentions? Because that's the only thing that we can do anything about. We can't do anything about anyone else's feelings or their intentions. So this is what your spirit guides are all. What does it matter? You can't do anything about it anyway. I'm like, wow, I know you are, but what am I? Um, and there's this freedom that comes from it, though, of going, you know what? Yeah, I can make it harder or easier for people to choose unconditional love or fear, but I can't decide for them. They have to decide for themselves. I can only decide for me. No one can make me happy. They can make it easier or harder for me to choose one or the other, but they cannot make me feel one way or another. Someone could give me the world and I could still choose to be unhappy. I could give someone the world and they could still choose to be unhappy. What am I fearing about their emotions, their intentions for me? What importance am I putting on it? I feel is the what they're bringing through here with this card here. So that is what is coming through. I know. What's going on with your spirit guides? They're putting you through a little gauntlet. But that is what they have for you, Alex. So many blessings to you. Hang in. There's a lot of great questions, a lot of great learnings going on there. All righty. All right. Annabelle, Anna, hello. And a general reading for you. Well, you've got the Wheel of Fortune. So there is going to be this ending and beginning, The wheels on the giant clock are turning, things are transforming, but even your human is gonna feel like it's okay, because I call it the wheel of the tune of for you, where everything in our life is always for us. But our human has a hard time comprehending that sometimes when we're like, why would I want that to happen for me? But there are times where the wheel of fortune happens where even our human feels it is fortunate. It is the tune of for me, and they are liking this. So you are having this change that's coming up here. The planets are aligning, the things are changing. So when you have this ending and beginning happen, just know that it's happening for you, and you're going to be so happy about it. If you're not at in the beginning of it, you will end up being like, all right, I love this. It's like when your old abandoned, um, condemned shack that had no running water, leaking gas, leaking roof, rats, burns down, and they replace it with a castle. You're like, I like that this happened. That's the kind of energy that's coming in. So that's what I have for you right now, Annabelle. So many blessings to you. Alrighty. All right, everyone. I am headed here into almost 3 hours. So I do need to balance, and I apologize to everyone that I'm not able to get down to, because I know there are a lot of people left here. Um, but before I do that, let me just make sure everyone is aware that I do have a weekly giveaway. So let me, Mars will be my last free reading in this session. But I still, if anyone wants to make a donation, I will still complete it in this session. Otherwise, I shall return tomorrow night. But some other options, if you're not able to make a donation, I totally understand. We're not always able to do so. A few options for you. I do give away at least one reading each week on Mondays. Here is the video of the announcements for this next Monday. I'm actually giving away 4 person recorded readings, and it tells you about how you can get into those. I'm giving away a total of 33 readings for the entire month of May, to celebrate 3 being the Empress, Divine Mother, it's Mother's Day, all that kind of stuff. So be sure to check that out if you're interested. Also, I put out a ton of free content. I put out at least one pick a card reading each week. The one that came out this morning is What Are They Thinking About You Right Now? Also, if you click on my bruddaZEN Mystic Tarot, it'll take you to my main page where all my playlists are at. And I have a ton of pick a cards that I have, like pick a card playlist by love, abundance, career, life purpose, and a bunch of others. So that's all free as well. And if you haven't checked out, your see, I need to go. Your May um, reading, I do put out a monthly reading for each individual zodiac sign. It even has a little thing in the beginning telling you if you know what your sign is for the different planets, you can look at what area of your life by that zodiac sign and get some more information, because like every planet is a different window looking out of the house of your life, and so it gives you different perspectives. So all of that is available. I also offer personal readings at a reasonable rate. All that information is listed down in the description box below. I am here every night, excuse me, Wednesday through Sunday night at 7 p.m. Mountain Time. And then also Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, I'm on twice. I'm also on in the mornings at 11 a.m. Mountain Time. So a lot of opportunities, and big heartfelt apologies for all of you that I'm not able to get down, in the, oh no, Phyllis. I know everybody, but I've almost been on for 3 hours. My voice has been going away. So apologies. But if you need a reading tonight, though, like I said, you can make a donation, of course, and I will complete it in this session. But if not, then please check out my free readings that I have all the free content. Just follow your heart. Spirit will guide you to the video that has answers for you, or videos even. So don't give up hope. No crying. There's no crying in tarot. Actually, there is crying in tarot because it really is healing, and tears are healing. So there, tears are allowed. All right. So, Mars, you'll be the last free reading for this session. And you want to know option 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. So let's pull one card and we'll see what does Spirit have for you here. All right. I feel like it's this one right here. uh 0. The 0 card, the Full card, the one, the path without expectations. I even like that the Full card has the Full card that has the Full card. Let's see if it'll zero in and focus. The Full card that has the Full card that has the Full card. Your spirit guides are funny, LA. You know, they're just like the path without expectations, the path that feels so free and joyful. That's the one. They're like, which option? 0. No option. So I just feel like they are trying to guide you to letting everything go, sit back, get rid of all the mindsets of the supposed to's, the shoulds, the need tos, clear your mind of the fears, and then go trust your heart and go, this is the one that I want to do. Which one makes your heart sing? Which one feels free? Which one brings you joy? Which one's the adventure like a child? Not the, well, I should, supposed to, need to. What's the one that makes you feel the freest? That is the one. So, Mars, what are you going to do? I know. But that is what they have for you. So many, many blessings to you. All right. So you're after KK, Divine Feminine. Let me see here. Oh, no, I didn't get that far. I didn't get to KK. I just finished Mars. So yeah, I am done. A couple before you. I'm so sorry. Yeah, I didn't get that far. I had a lot of donations this evening. I try to get through as many as I can. Um, but please, and anyone that needs a message tonight, please check out my main page. And there's a ton of pick a cards. Follow your heart, and you'll find messages for you this evening because they do love to communicate with us for sure. But I have gone like an hour over my balancing time, so I do need to go. I do want to thank you guys for all the thumbs up that you've given the video. It does help spread the Zen love. And I appreciate you being so much of the love tsunami. I just blown away by all of your thirst to hear from Spirit and to search after Spirit. So um, please come back or check out those videos, and because Spirit does want to speak with you. And I just want you guys to know, as you're going throughout each and every second of every day of your life, that you are unconditionally loved by the Mother and the Father of all things. And of course, I love you guys too. So, um, so appreciate you. Much love to you guys. Have a great rest of your night, great rest of your day, wherever you're out in the world. And I'll be talking with you guys soon. Until then, you take care of yourselves. Bye, Shirley. Bye, everybody. You take care.